On today's video, we're going to give you all the details on the top 5 historic neighborhoods in Raleigh, North Carolina. Hello everyone, this is Chris Morton, real estate broker with the Morton Bradbury Real Estate Group. And without further ado, let's get at it. So the first neighborhood we need to tell you about is historic Oakwood and Mordecai. So these are actually two separate neighborhoods that kind of run into each other. This is quite common in the downtown Raleigh area. And these two neighborhoods are located on the northeast side of downtown Raleigh. This is a very charming neighborhood made up of primarily older homes with a few newer homes mixed in. In fact, 26% of the homes in Oakwood and Mordecai are over 100 years old, and 80% of the homes are over 50 years old, and only 15% of the homes in this area are under 20 years old. So there are some really good options if you want a historic home and a place with a lot of character. Plus, the walkability of Oakwood Mordecai area can't be beat. Median home price for a single family home in historic Oakwood Mordecai is coming in at about $758,000. And the median home price for a townhome or condo in this area is coming in at $523,000. Some of our favorite restaurants in this area include Crawford & Son and Jolie, two great restaurants by award-winning chef Scott Crawford, as well as Stanbury, Oakwood Pizza Box, the Optimus Coffee Shop, and last but certainly not least, Two Roosters Ice Cream is in this area. We were at Two Roosters last night. They have the most amazing vanilla among many other flavors. Highly recommend Two Roosters Ice Cream. Highly recommend all the restaurants in this area. As far as shopping goes, there's not a lot of major shopping in the historic Oakwood Mordecai area. There is a Publix fairly close by. Costco is a couple miles up to the north off of Six Forks Road and Atlantic, so not really terribly far to get to. As well, there's Wegmans, Food Lion, Trader Joe's that's just under 10 minutes away. Primarily, most of the shopping in this historic Oakwood Mordecai area are like mom and pop kind of shops that you would go stroll in, maybe get a gift for someone. But as far as like actual like clothing shopping or grocery shopping, you're gonna need to drive a little ways. As far as points of interest in this area, there's the Mordecai Historic Park, where you will find the Mordecai House, which was built in 1785. This house was featured on a previous video we did on most haunted places in the Raleigh area. Definitely go check that one out. And by the way, the home and the surrounding area is called Mordecai because it was named after the original owner of the Mordecai house, Moses Mordecai. And by the way, you can always tell a local from someone from out of town by the way they pronounce this area. An out-of-towner is going to pronounce it like you would find in the Bible, Mordecai. However, if you are local, you're going to know the real pronunciation for this area specifically is Mordecai because it's named after Moses Mordecai. His original pronunciation was Mordecai. He moved to Raleigh and built this house and lived in this house for many years, and for whatever reason changed the pronunciation to Mordecai, and it has since stuck. And so if you're a local, you know Mordecai. If you're from out of town, you maybe say Mordecai. If you want to fit in, maybe you want to pronounce it the way the locals pronounce it. Just saying. And by the way, the Mordecai Historic Park is also the birthplace of President Andrew Johnson. Oakwood Cemetery is also in this area, and it was also part of our most haunted places in Raleigh video. And one of the best parts of this area is it's very close to downtown Raleigh, making it super easy to either walk or take a quick drive down to all the shops, restaurants, clubs, etc. in the downtown area. Next up, we have the 5 Points Hayes Barton area. This area also runs into each other, two different neighborhoods that kind of merge into one. Some of the most beautiful homes and most expensive and most highly sought after homes in the downtown area are here in the Hayes Barton 5 Points area. 8% of the homes in this area are over 100 years old. 67% of the homes are over 50 years old. And if you are interested in buying a newer home, 27% of the homes are under 20 years old. This area has quite a few very charming bungalows as well as impressive large mansions. And there's also quite a few new construction opportunities are kind of popping up in this area as well. Usually what happens is a smaller dilapidated home gets torn down and replaced with a larger, brand new construction home. So if you are looking for a charming older home or a brand new larger home, the Hayes-Barton 5 Points area certainly has you covered. Median home price for a single family home in this area is coming in at around $984,000. Whereas if you're interested in buying a condo or townhouse, median home price for those currently coming in at around $570,000. A few of our favorite restaurants in the 5 Points Hayes-Barton area include the Hayes-Barton Cafe and Dessertery, Idle Hour Coffee Roasters, Mandolin, Bloomsbury Bistro, and the Lone Rider Brewery. For shopping, there is a Harris Teeter in this area, so plenty of opportunity to get all of your groceries. As well, Publix and Fresh Market are about 6 to 7 minute drive away. As well, you're going to have a ton of restaurants and shopping in the Village District, which is also about 6 to 7 minutes away. As far as points of interest go, Hayes-Barton and 5 Points is very, very close to Glenwood South. So you have the opportunity to go to all of those restaurants, clubs, shopping, all of that stuff that's going on in the Glenwood South area. Next up, we have West Raleigh. This area includes NC State and the Village District. It's the entire area basically west of downtown. And again, it primarily centers around NC State and that Village District shopping district we talk about all the time. As far as age of homes, 7% of the homes in West Raleigh are over 100 years old. 71% of the homes are over 50 years old. And if you're looking for a newer home, 21% of the homes are under 20 years old. There's a very good mix of single family, condo, townhome, and apartments in this West Raleigh area. Median home price for a single family home in West Raleigh is coming in at around $809,000. And for a townhome or condo, median home price is coming in at $443,000. And incidentally, we need to stop and say, we know these prices seem a bit high for the Raleigh Triangle area as a whole. It's specifically because these areas are very much niche properties where you're going to have a lot of historic properties that are in great demand. It definitely has caused prices to be a little bit higher in these areas that we're talking about on this video today than you're going to see in the rest of the Raleigh Triangle area. So just be aware of that. Some of our favorite restaurants in the West Raleigh area include David's Dumplings and Noodle Bar, Tupelo Honey, The Flying Biscuit, and Kebab and Curry Indian. As far as shopping goes, you have Target, Harris Teeter, Fresh Market, and all of the other shops and restaurants in the Village District and on Hillsborough Street, which borders NC State University. As far as points of interest go, again, you have NC State University with all of their gardens and walking paths and all of that sort of thing. You also have Pullen Park, which is right near NC State, and the Rose Garden, also near NC State. And of course, you have points of interest being the Village District with all those shops and restaurants. Next up, we have the Boylan Heights neighborhood. And this is a really interesting neighborhood that's just south of the Glenwood South area. This is a quirky neighborhood with a eclectic mix of brand new, colorful, newer homes and charming older bungalows. As far as the age of homes in this area, 25% of the homes in Boylan Heights are over 100 years old. 57% of the homes are over 50 years old. And if you're looking for a newer home, 42% of the homes in this area are under 20 years old. So as you can see, there's really a great mix of both the older, charming, and the newer. Median home price for a single family home in Boylan Heights is coming in at around $650,000, whereas a townhome or condo has a median home price of $525,000. Some of our favorite restaurants in the Boylan Heights area include Bolted Bread and Sam Jones Barbecue. As far as shopping goes, there's really not a lot of shopping in the Boylan Heights area, although you're pretty easily accessible to Village District and Harris Teeter, Fresh Market, and all the stuff that's there, as well as being able to get to the Glenwood South area pretty quickly. As far as points of interest go, Pullen Park, which is in the West Raleigh area that we mentioned a minute ago, is less than a mile away. As well, the Dorothea Dix Park is located in this area with its sunflower fields that bloom every summer. Dix Park also has soccer fields and plenty of green space. And of course, we can't forget that the North Carolina State Farmers Market is about 5 minutes away from this area. We talk about the farmers market all the time. Definitely a place we recommend you check out if you're a local or a visitor. The next neighborhood we need to tell you about is Glenwood. Glenwood is a very established neighborhood that's just below the 5 Points area we talked about earlier in this video in Northwest Raleigh. As far as the age of homes go, you're going to see 54% of the homes in the Glenwood area are over 100 years old. 83% of the homes in this area are over 50 years old. And 15% of the homes in this area are under 20 years old. So as you can tell, most of the homes in the Glenwood area are older and the neighborhood is fairly well established, although we are starting to see some teardowns with new construction going on. So if you are looking for newer construction in an older established area, Glenwood still might be an option for you. Median home price for a single family home in the Glenwood area is coming in at about $786,000 currently, whereas $429,000 is the median price for a townhome or condo in the Glenwood area. Some of our favorite restaurants in the Glenwood area include Mojo's Burger Bar, the Raleigh Beer Garden with its rooftop bar, and the largest selection of beers in the United States. Also in this area is Cortez and Vidrio. All these restaurants are in the Glenwood South shopping entertainment area, and we definitely recommend you go check that area out as well. Lots going on down that way. For shopping, you have the Publix grocery store, which is right there in the Glenwood neighborhood. As well, there's a ton of other stuff within about a 10-minute drive away. As far as points of interest go, there's the Fred Fletcher Park, the Willard Rooftop Lounge, which is on the top of the AC Hotel, which was built just a couple years ago in the Glenwood South area. And this is a really great place to catch the amazing view, have some light tapas and drinks, really cool atmosphere at the Willard. As well, of course, you have all of Glenwood South with all of its entertainment and restaurants and bars and all of that stuff going on. Next up, we have the Downtown East area. And Downtown East is basically the whole area to the east of downtown Raleigh. It centers around the Transfer Food Hall and Moore Square. As far as the age of homes go, 8% of the homes in Downtown East are over 100 years old, 38% of the homes are over 50 years old, and 50% of the homes are less than 20 years old in the Downtown East area. Median home price for a single family home is coming in at $575,000, and the median home price for a condo or townhome in Downtown East is coming in at $560,000. Some of our favorite restaurants in Downtown East are Hattie's International Cuisine, Mama Crow's Burger Shop, which is inside the Transfer Food Hall, Brewery Bavana, Watson Ward, and the Mofu Dumpling Shop. As far as shopping goes, Food Lion, Harris Teeter, Publix, and Weaver Street Market are all within about a 10-minute drive of Downtown East. And of course, Downtown East is very close to downtown Raleigh with all of the different shops and restaurants and whatnot going on in the downtown area. Points of interest include Moore Square, Transfer Food Hall, Marbles Kids Museum, and Alamo Draft House, which is a great theater right in this area. So if you're considering a move either into or out of the Raleigh area, my real estate team and I would love to be your agents of choice. You can give us a call on the number below, click on the link in the description, or email us at hello@mortonbradbury.com. We'll be happy to get things started for you. Check out this video. We think you're really going to like this one as well. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.